guys, welcome to my healing circle. I said let me sage the area first. I definitely need to be cleansed because all these bitches trying to test me. God. Anyway, yeah. Welcome to my healing circle. My name is Onola Alake and let's begin. Okay, while you burn out, let's see. So now the whole point of this healing circle is just to provide healing messages. A lot of us may be going through a lot and we need to know what's really going on a subconscious level, what's on its way to meet us, what we may need to hear or listen to in terms of advice that may help the process that we're going through right now. So yeah, all of that. So I'm actually using 3 decks. I'm using the Whispers of Love Oracle deck. Let me get the remaining actually. The Work Your Light Oracle deck, one of my favorites. Can you see? Let me see. Okay. Yeah, Work Your Light Oracle deck. And the Law of Attraction. Now, before I start, I'm going to lock the door so that our space isn't infiltrated. Perfect! Now let's begin. So what will happen is that we'll have 2 cards from each deck, just so that we don't really go too into it. And when I mean too into it, I mean I can go on and on and on. So 2 cards is enough for each deck. So what healing message? Okay, thank you. What healing messages do we need to hear? The first card is killing. Ooh. Okay. Because this one was in my hand, I take it. But I saw I love you. And I love that card. So will I cheat and say that's the card I want to take? I think so. Why not just take that as well? So that's that. Now we move on to Work Your Light Oracles. I always cheat with cards when I see cards that I like. I just love it. What healing messages do we need to hear? They are not playing. 3 cards out of 4. Okay, but I dropped this one. So rather than 2 cards, I'm having 3 cards. 3 is actually my lucky number, so I'm not surprised. Okay, and the last one. Because we have 3 cards here, I'm just going to use 1 card from the Law of Attraction deck by Abraham Hicks, who I think is fantastic, by the way. What healing messages do we need to hear? What healing messages? Wow, the cards are just falling out. Okay, ready? Ready. So the first card we have is forgiveness. Nothing can be gained by holding on to past disappointments. Let me get closer. Nothing can be gained by holding on to past disappointments. Now, I've been thinking a lot about revenge lately. I've been thinking a lot about vindication. And I feel as though with this card coming up, it's saying, rather than holding on to all these events and circumstances that you went through in the past that hurt you, it's best to let it go and let the universe take care of it for you. However, because you're still holding on to this kind of pain, do what works for you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Everybody has a particular way in which they forgive. It doesn't have to look similar to how people forgive. Some people forgive by saying I forgive you and they let it go. Some people forgive by actually standing up to the person first and then saying I forgive you, letting out that steam. So do what works for you. But I would say, like, in terms of forgiveness, even if you can't forgive the person that hurt you or you can't forgive things that happened in the past, forgive yourself for maybe not standing up for yourself at that moment and for letting that situation be something that you held on to for so long. Forgive yourself and let go of it. But if you want vindication, if you want revenge, I'm a lady of chaos, and one of my deities is Lilith, who is a troublemaker. I'm all about vindication and revenge. So do what works for you. Next card. The only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus from the problem back to love. Okay. So what I get with this card is saying that rather than focus on the past, rather than focus on the things that hurt you, shift your focus back to loving yourself and honoring yourself. Even if honoring yourself means forgiving in your own way or carrying out revenge then forgiving, just focus on love, because that's when the whole inspiration comes in. That's when you feel inspired to use your pain to create something beautiful. That's when you feel inspired to use your pain to heal other people. That's when you feel inspired to let go of the pain and just heal, because love can, remove the pain, can help you to heal. That's it. Love is healing. But don't rush the process. We're all human at the end of the day. There are certain ways that we are meant to be, quote unquote, but we don't get there immediately. So do what works for you. But always know that in every situation you find yourself, rather than focusing on the problem and focusing on love instead, you become more open, or you become more of an open channel to receiving a solution. That's what it is. Exactly. So forgive yourself. And shift your focus from whatever it is that is bringing you hurt and pain to love. That way you shift to a higher frequency. And on that frequency, all kinds of things that have to do with love that will benefit you and help you move forward and let go of these past hurts will come to you. So you feel inspired to take some kind of action that will help you to release the pain, even if the action involves revenge or vindication. I'm so sorry, but I'm not sorry. For me, a form of love is actually taking out revenge. I know in a way that is vindictive, in a way that honors me. Honoring yourself looks different to everybody. And what I'm understanding is that as me, I've always not allowed my anger and rage to show. So what I'm getting with this February vibe is embracing that aspect of myself in order for me to be whole. So in order for me to be whole is to allow that anger and rage to come up, but not let it burn me out. It's to embrace it and let it teach me on how to honor myself and how to honor that aspect of myself, how to honor the fact that I've held in all that anger and rage for so long, and now it's time to really forgive myself first, but carry out actions in line with what will make me feel good, that what will make me feel love for myself. So I hope that makes sense, but I want people to understand that anger is not a bad thing. And I would say a deity that people should look into is Goddess Sekhmet, especially on YouTube. They say anger is not something that is bad and should be suppressed. It should be expressed, because expressing it helps you to know that you've achieved some form of spiritual mastery. All emotions should be embraced and expressed in constructive ways, not in destructive ways, in constructive ways. So if you can actually forgive yourself and carry out actions in line that are constructive, that will help you to release this pain, that will help you to feel good about yourself, that will help you to now shift the focus from the problem to love, do it. Do it. You don't need somebody else's approval on how to go about things that honor you or suit you or make you feel good. As long as it's coming from a pure and authentic place, and as long as it's coming from a place that honors you, I don't see a problem with it. That's why this card, I had to pick it. I love you. These are very important words. This card for me is saying, keep saying that to yourself. Keep saying I love you to yourself. The whole theme for February is self-love, as far as I'm concerned. There's this rosy, cherry, ruby-like energy around. So this I love you card is saying that you need to direct the love that you have within you to yourself. Rather than focusing on all the past, the hurts, the problems, focus on the love you have for yourself, okay? With that focus on yourself, you're able to, what's the right word? Honor yourself. You're able to feel inspired on how to honor yourself and move past the problems and the past hurts, This I love you is so important, because affirmations are important. We need to continue reciting affirmations to ourselves, because words are spells. Words help to bring the things that we want to ourselves if we believe it, So I love you. Every day you wake up, I love you. I love who you are. I respect you. I honor you. You start to feel good about yourself and you start to build yourself up. It's beautiful. So in that way, as you raise your frequency with these loving words, you're able to feel inspired on how to let go of the past, on how to shift from your problem to a solution, on how to forgive yourself and forgive people that wronged you, on how to even conduct revenge. Yes, I'm very pro constructive revenge. I am so sorry. I have to say that because I've realized from growing up that I was never given that opportunity to write the wrongs that were made towards me in a constructive way. Because people take revenge to mean something else, like to be destructive. No, you can always do constructive revenge. So I want people that are like me to feel free enough to say, yes, this is how I want to express myself. This is what I want to do in order to vindicate myself. I am very for it, so I am not going to swallow my tongue on that. That is my truth. I believe in that. And if you carrying out your constructive revenge, because we have to make sure that we're clear about it, because some people are very destructive. Constructive revenge, with that, I do believe that you would feel it in your heart to say, I forgive you now, and I forgive myself. And you shift your focus back to love, because at the end of the day, the only thing that is real is love. So continue with the affirmations. Continue with letting yourself know that you are the most beautiful thing on earth, that you are a divine being, that you are guided, that you are protected. And continue, that will allow you to shift your focus back to love and to let go of the past and focus on the present. Okay? Okay, now we move on to the Work Your Light Oracle deck. I'm hoping that we get some messages from our ancestors. This is one of my favorite decks. Oh my god. Okay. First card we got is don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Excuse me. Sorry, I'm trying to get. Anyway, as I get closer, as I get used to this, I'll know how to handle the light. But don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? How are you shrinking yourself? Are you stopping yourself from speaking the truth? Are you stopping yourself from speaking your truth? Are you not embracing every aspect of yourself? Which is why I love that this card came out. This card has been following me around. I know my light is in my inner fire, in that my anger and rage. And it's not something I'm going to explain because I know how it is for me. I don't want to go into all of that. But I know that the goddess Sekhmet found me at a time when I was feeling so angry towards myself and to other people for allowing things to have happened to me in the past where I didn't stand up for myself, okay? And she showed up to let me know that it's okay to express your anger. It's okay to express your truth, regardless of how other people around you will feel, because they have made you feel a certain way. So stand up for yourself, okay? Now, this card is also talking about authenticity. You see, February is a month of Aquarius, and Aquarius is all about truth and embodying their own truth. So this is saying that if you know how you're dimming your light in order to fit in, you need to scrap that, because that is not going to work anymore. This is a 3-year in terms of numerology, which has to do with manifestation, being in your inner power, being expressing your true self, being your true self. So you will find that as you're resisting speaking your truth and embodying your truth, that you would get a lot of difficulties in just being. So if no matter what your true self looks like, it's time to let your true self outside. It's time to show your true self to the world. Reveal your true self to the world, and they will deal. Because at the end of the day, you need to honor yourself first. That is why this I love you card is very important. As you continue to tell yourself that you love yourself, you continue to feel strong in yourself, strong enough to say that this is who I am and I don't care who is not agreeing with me. Yes. So don't dim to fit in. What else do I get? Look, we all have our own way of being. And the beauty of life is expressing our true selves, because we each have something different to bring to the table. No two people are alike. So trust me when I say some people need to see your light, because that will give them the confidence to express their own light as well. Don't try to fit yourself into a box. You are unconventional, you are divine, you are expansive, you are magical. So show that magic. Don't hold it back. Next card. Unbound. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, I love this card. Unbound. Oh, gosh. So this just confirms to me what is going on a subconscious level for people that are really on a higher level of consciousness. There's no hierarchy, there's nothing. But for people that are awakened, and for people that have really done the shadow work and all of that, you're being healed. That is why you're being called to shine your light. You've done the inner work. You've healed your trauma. You've healed your shadow. You've completed your karmic contracts. So now there's joy. Now there's time to play. Release everything from the past, for real, even past lives, because we carry on pain from past lives. Release everything from the ancestral beliefs, the way your family line, how release generational trauma, heal your generational trauma. It's time because you shining your light as a result of you healing your shadow is what will heal the rest of your generation, because you are in that position now to just enjoy this life, to co-create with the universe, because you've really done all the work required, at least for some. Others, this is where you're headed. So continue doing the shadow work. But releasing contracts means that, you're no longer learning lessons through suffering. You're learning lessons through joy. Releasing past lives means you healed the pain from all your previous past lives. Now you're just living a life trauma-free, pain-free, joyful, So yeah, you're unbound. Call all your energies back from things that are no longer serving you. Because really, there's no need to be in a prison any longer. You have been freed. You have been released. And do you know what helps you to release yourself from all these contracts, past lives, generational trauma? Being your true self. Healing yourself, then being your true self. Expressing your light to the fullest potential. I will never dim my light for anybody. Never. Ooh, last card. Transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. Look at this. Oh my God. Let me read it again. Transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. As you are being released from all of this, your DNA is healing. What's the right word? You're upgrading. You are changing on a way deeper level than you realized. You have DNA upgrades. Your gifts are going to upgrade as well. There's a stronger sense of self-awareness, but there's a whole 180-degree shift in your life. Honestly, that is what is coming. And I love that they said it's happening at a cellular level, deep healing. This is the core healing, especially as it's talking about this, all these contracts and past lives, and soul patterns. There's a core healing that is taking place, and it's really good and beneficial for us. So we should, and that's why it's important to flow with the universe. As this is happening on a subconscious level, be aware on a conscious level that you can start doing things differently. You can start doing things in line with how you want to do things, and not allow life to be a certain way again, a way that wasn't working for you. So that's what I see with that. I also see that you're being supported by your ancestors, by your guides. There's a lot of protection, and there are a lot of beings just supporting you on this journey. So I think allow yourself to be free and to just play. You've done the work. Now all you have to do is stand in your light and not dim it for anyone. But I'm going to clarify this card because I feel like it's calling for clarification. So clarification card for this transformation card. I love these cards. Ooh. Anna. Wait. No, I'm not taking this. I'm taking this. Awakening. Energetic upgrades. A new way of being. Integration. That's what's happening. Oh my God. Let me read that again. This card is called Awakening. Energetic upgrades. A new way of being. Integration. As you are transforming. It's time for you to practice a new way of being. Your DNA has upgraded. You're having upgrades, like I said. New information is integrating into this programmed into this body in a way that will help you to have a higher vibrational way of living and a much more magical way of living as well. So I do believe that people are becoming more awakened, and I've been seeing that a lot more. People are becoming more awakened, and my advice is that continue flowing with the universe. I think it's better to flow, and that's how you get in contact with all the resources that you need in terms of people, books, articles. You just find yourself drawn to it because you're flowing and not forcing. So that's interesting. So bonus card. I don't even know why I'm cheating. Bonus card. Can you read this? Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. That's what I just said. So think about that. Okay. Now let's look at the last card. The law of attraction brings whatever abundance I choose. Now, the card says, I want financial prosperity. There are so many wonderful things that are available in this wonderful world, and financial prosperity opens the door to so many of those things. Since the law of attraction responds to my thoughts, I have decided to focus predominantly upon the abundance that is possible, understanding that it is only a matter of time before my thoughts of prosperity will be matched by the flow of financial prosperity. Since the law of attraction will bring me the object of my attention, I choose abundance. We are all abundant and infinite beings, and we are privy to the abundance that we want to bring into this our physical reality. We just have to embody the abundance already, because we're spiritual beings. That's why we're infinite. So if we want something, we just have to embody the feeling of already having it and focus on it. You have an idea, you put energy into it by just imagining how you feel like when you have it. No, just imagine how you feel like already having it. That's how you put energy into it. And as you focus on already having what you want, it comes into your physical reality. That's what this card is saying. But I also see that financial prosperity is coming into people's lives, and all forms of abundance, not just financial, but all forms of abundance is coming into people's life this February, because most people are flowing and not forcing. 1, 2, most people are embodying abundance. 3, most people are being their true selves, and when you are your true self, not dimming your light, what is meant for you always finds you. It's just the law of attraction. So yeah, I hope these messages were healing. I think they definitely healed me. I need to see some of these. So see you next Sunday. Bye.